Okay, so let's get going. Yep, why is everything black? Hold on a second. Where was I? I have it set to Helldivers still. There we go. Okay. Alright, here we are. Anyway, hello, Wandermyth here, and this could be the last recording for CraftCraft. Couldn't get my signal to work properly, so yeah, no. We're just gonna go right into it. Let me see here. So, what should this guy's voice be? I can't really do it like a growling voice, so let me double check everything's good here. Desktop audio, there we go. Okay. Salutations to you, shopkeeper. Hello, how can I help you, Mr. I am Thraxon of the Ruby Scale Brood, and I come seeking your expertise. Whatever you need, you've come to the right shop. Your confidence does much to settle my nerves. As you might see from my garment, I am a healer with the Adventurers Guild. I tend to the wounded during and after forays into ancient crypts and dungeons. With some of the adventurers I've met so far, I can't imagine you have a lot of downtime. Indeed. Windspell is never short on the walking wounded. Long-lived as I am, I have never gone a day without patching someone up. That is part of why I came here. I knew that all healers would find acceptance in such a place, even those of the brood, known more for flame and claw. The rarity of my situation is what brings me here today. What I require is not a normal request for a healer. For the right price, I'll make whatever you need. And I assure you, cost is no obstacle. As I have said, I am old. The brood ages slow, but we do still feel the effects in the end. Excuse me. I am no longer limber, and my back aches under my wings. And, as you may know, the traditional accessory of an adventuring healer is a simple mace, a focal point for our power, and an offensive weapon that requires little skill to use when cornered. I've seen healers with maces, but I didn't know about the focal point thing. I've used a mace for a very long time, but I require something new, something that I can lean upon. I think that I would like a cane. It must be strong enough to support me when I lean against it. It need not be fancy, but some ornateness is appreciated. And in order to components of wood or leather or plant, it makes no difference. I think I can pull that together for you, Thraxon. Good. I will make myself comfortable out here while you work. Spell winds and bright flames be praised that your shop is so spacious. Why, it must be very roomy indeed for one of you little moth folk. I would resent that if it weren't true. Okay. Let's see, we got anything interesting here? I don't think so. Mountains, any cool geodes? I think we collected them all already. Beach, anything cool? We got a fish hook, we don't need a fish hook. Back alley. Nothing too interesting. Okay. Actually, is there anybody interesting at the tavern? No. This game is just a slight... I actually did beat this game off stream. I know I'm terrible. But it's very short. A lot shorter than it should be. Okay, do I have anything special yet? I do not. bug parts and whatnot. Where did I put my gems in this run through? I think they're over here, right? Yeah, here we are. Good goodness. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's grab this and feed it to the worm. Alright, and need a cane. And it's got to be ornate and wood or leather or plant elements. Okay. Pretty sure we could do that. Guess we'll go ahead and start with our ornate block. Would it be listed under tool? Cane head. Yep, there we go. What if you did a clean... No, that'd be kind of minimalistic, huh? I'd give it a frog head. I kind of want to make... I want the ornateness to be from maybe the handle or from decorations, because we have a bunch of gems and whatnot we can put on there. There we are. And that does need to be sharpened, okay. Cool. Alright, and then another ornate piece. And then we'll just have to add a bunch of nature elements to it. Probably want a medium handle. Nature? Sylvan grass. The wheeled is always the best one. There we are. That works pretty well. That looks really nice, actually. Okay, and let's take a look at it. So it's elegant nature, and it's a little minimalist. Maybe we don't want to be minimalist. Ah, no, don't want that either. That is it looks good like that. Let's improve the nature quality here. Put some rare feathers on it. There we go. Actually, this golden one would be better. Or does the blue pop more? Well, we'll try both. We're going to put it like this. Kind of here. There we are. Elegant nature, a little bit cute, a little bit naturey. Okay, that's pretty good. What kind of gems do we got? That's elegant. Do I have any nature-y gems? That's pure nature. Pretty sure this is ominous, right? Yeah, we don't want ominous. How about this one? Is that one just cute and elegant? Nah, we don't want that. I guess that more or less works, though. We'll go ahead and hand it over. Hello again, Crafter. Is that my cane? Ready for inspection, Thraxon. Oh my, the perfect balance of form and function. So I had to check and make sure I was recording there. Okay. You are a credit to your guild, Crafter. I think it might even be a better focus than my mace was. You're very kind. I'm glad you like it. I will make sure to spread your name in the halls of the guild, joining my voice to others who have already done so. Oh, am I well known there? Well, I have heard your name here and there. Now then, I have something for you in addition to the coin. As you may be aware, the blood of a dragon has magical properties, strength and heat. I have kept this vial for some time, from an adventure long ago, a gift from a red drake I aided. I think you could use it better than I ever could. Wow, thank you. I'll make sure to save it for something very important. You are most welcome, Crafter. I trust that you will use it wisely, but for now, I should be on my way. I doubt the stream of weary and wounded will have slowed much in my absence today. Best of luck, Thraxon. I hope there aren't too many injured for you to deal with. Okay, cool. $15 gold guilders, huh? Oh my god, what is with this save and why is it bugged so bad? Come on. Come on. I swear. There we go. See, I thought it was just lagging for some other reason, but now... How should I do this guy's voice? Hello, is this the craft? Oh, yes it is. Hello. There, aren't you handsome? Carnival of Strays? Oh, did you ever guess? You did make a beeline right to Meow. Ah, well, guilty, I suppose. Solinus, at your service, Tomekeeper to the Carnival of Strays, of course. I see Meow likes you. That's usually a good sign. What can I help you with? I am afraid it's a rather delicate topic for someone in my line of work, but also an unavoidable one. Now, I'm quite young, obviously, but most of my years have been spent poring over books and scrolls, tracking down information about the most esoteric animals. I have consolidated hundreds, thousands of books worth of fragments into a growing bestiary that the carnival uses to care for our charges and make sure that each is given what they need. This has unfortunately led to a degradation in my eyesight. As such, I find myself in need of glasses for reading. That must be some really fine print in the scrolls, then. Oh, you have no idea. Some of the pens that the ancients used, they read like they were written with a single veloplume for a pen. I don't know what that is. Anyway, needs must. The research and writing won't do itself, after all. Could you help me? I haven't the coin for it, but my work is integral to the well-being of the most exotic strays. Of course I'll help you. Oh, thank you. What can I do to assist in you assisting me? How would you describe your personal style? I don't know that I have a personal style. Though I'm quite utilitarian, I don't mind something gently used. Nothing too fancy, though. I'd hate for anything that clashes with my plumage. That does help, thank you. Just wait here with Meow for a bit. Okay, so obviously we're going to use the dragon blood to make the scroll. I'm just kidding. Alright, there's that. So recycled ingots. I'll grab these two. Jewelry, glasses, minimalist. I want plain. I hate like the scrap orders because they're so slow. I really like the faster rhythm bits. Okay, and then I think we have some lenses already. Don't we? Yes, there we are. Nice plain lenses. And maybe we'll put like a little bit of embellishment on it. Why not? But nah, it looks stupid. Alright. There we are. And utilitarian, recycled, and minimalist. Yes, it is, Your Honor. Returned with my glasses, too. Nice to see you two getting along. And yes, here's your glasses. Goodness, you remember I can't pay for these, right? Thank you, my friend. Your assistance with the carnival has resulted in a better life for many strays. Helping the carnival has been the highlight of my first weeks owning my own shop. That's quite heartening to hear. Perhaps we could name something after you, in lieu, a tent or the like. I'm sure you have more important things to worry about, but thank you. Oh yes, like how many more weathered scrolls I can crack open now, and those books with the feathery script. I'm going to return to my study and get to work on them right now. Thank you again. And you, of course, for your good company. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to help you. Alright, let's go to the tavern, see if there's anybody interesting there. Nope, nothing. I really wish there were more like dialogue with the like NPCs. That'd be nice. How many days do we have left? 2 more days. Okay, so we're pretty close to the end here. Alright. Who do we got? Oh, you almost knocked me over. Maybe next time you won't block the doorway then. I wasn't blocking it. You just pushed past me to get ahead. Again. By the great lamp, you're such a... You know I move faster than you. Next time I suggest you don't get in front of me when we have somewhere to be. So are you two here to buy or just throttle each other? I've invested too many seasons in keeping my brother alive to throttle him now, unfortunately. Isn't that right, Naka? Don't be rude, Mura. And yes, shopkeep, we're here to buy. Well, yes, I suppose we are here to make a commission. There's just a catch, thanks to my sister's bullheadedness. Could it be that each of you wants something different and I have to pick one of you? Amazing. How did you know? Naka, you're the dumbest smart person I know. So rude, but let me start at the beginning. We hail from a small but growing caravan that currently moves among Spellwind, Lucera, Shadowrim, and Nettleview before making our way home to Elderberry Grove. Yes, and in order to grow, this time around we're going to expand our trail to take us out towards Spindlegard. Yes, which means we'll have to travel through Greymerk Forest, a haunted stretch of woods. I can't say I envy you. What can I do to make your journey a bit safer? Oh, that's where my sister and I disagree. I've kept this caravan safe through far worse than a haunted forest. I just need a new spear. My old one splintered fending off a... I'm not actually sure what it was. Naka? I believe it was a smoke spider, Mura. A big one. Something like that. Real thick carapace. Anyway, that's what broke my spear. I need a new one. Something elegant and lightweight so that I can... Hold on. As the caravan scholar, I should also say that in my studies, I found a design for a talisman. A necklace that should hold foul spirits at bay. Why bother holding them at bay when I can just carve my way through them? And why risk a fight at all when we can avoid one with a simple piece of jewelry? This might be foolish, but why don't I just make both? Well, the truth is, we're a bit, poor in both time and coin. We really only have time and funds for one before we leave. I just don't think that a spear will do much against Ghost, Mura. Naka's talisman sounds like a better idea. Oh, thank you. Finally a chance to prove the importance of having a scholar in the caravan. Here, the sketch I've made from the designs in my scrolls. Materials from the forest and worn scrap. Oh, fine. I guess I still have my swords if worse comes to worse. And my axes. And my crossbow. Alright. Interesting. Okay. I have to make something out of garbage. And I gave away my good feathers. Okay. You won't eat the newspaper? How dare you? Okay. I think a flower would be good here. Do I have any crow heads? I don't think I have any crow heads in this run. Let's see, we'll grab some spoons. I think I got at least a few spoons. No? Just the one? Maybe it's in a different drawer. Ooh, a bottle. That could kind of work for something. Those are too big. I think I need more naturey stuff on here. Ooh, mushroom. Okay, what about... mushroom cap? Ooh, or the spore ball. It looks like it would fit nice. Okay, cool. And then we can put this mushroom here. Okay. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. It looks alright anyway. Can even kind of... yeah, it should be okay. And then we can put a rose here. Yeah, there we go. It's got some elements in there. Let's see, we got a fish hook. Aha, we do have a spoon. Okay, so we're gonna make... Got some spoons here and here. Okay. The bottle. Sure. And then we need 2 smaller bits of trash. This bit of paper, maybe? It kind of fits. And the bolt. Why not? And we can kind of like fill it out with some junk. Might need to add some more naturey bits, but we'll figure that out. Okay. Alright, let's start with the planty materials. Okay. Let's add some spoons. Ooh, I think we want to put the spoons under. Yeah, so we're gonna attach it there. Okay. And then we'll put this here. I want to put it like this. This bit of trash didn't fit right. There it goes. Needs more nature. Can put another flower on it, or I don't want to bring the cuteness up. No. And we'll put like we'll put this on there. Okay. Strong nature and strong recycled. Alright, let's see if this will do for him. Oh, my talisman. May I see it? Hey, we did it. Amazing. It looks just like the sketches I'd found. So you won't get eaten by a ghost then? Oh good, it just felt right. Oh, so you won't get eaten by a ghost then? I don't think ghosts eat people, but I know what you mean. Look, Mura, didn't it come together nicely? It does look very good. Are you certain it will repel hauntings, though? Have the scrolls ever lied? Yes, they have. Often. You just keep forgetting because I'm there to save your... I'm glad you like it, Naka. Very much so, and you've given me something almost as valuable as the talisman. You've given my idea a chance. Ugh. Come on, Mura. Let's head back to the camp before anyone worries. Thank you again. Greymerk Forest won't know what hit it. Good luck to you both. I hope the forest isn't as haunted as you fear. There we are. That moth dude was jacked too. Come on. There we go. Who next? Oh my lord. Hi? Oh, I didn't see you down there. Yeah, I get this. Oh, wait. Yeah, I get this a lot. Name's Puddleboot, Laszlo Puddleboot, professional monster hunter and pest remover at your service. I hear you make axes. Hello, Mr. Puddleboot. I do make axes. Absolutely never call me that again. Now, something scary looking would be great, but it's the sharpness and heaviness that I'm most concerned for, just as long as it doesn't look too cutesy. I think any dwarf-sized axe might look at least a little cutesy. Whoa, 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 where'd you get off? It's gnome size, thank you very much. And don't you worry about that at all. Anyway, I got a buddy at the academy who specializes in shrieking and growing magics. He'll make it just the right size for an adventurous gnome. So, just normal-sized? For a certain value of normal, sure. Now, you need anything else before you get started? What kind of monsters do you hunt? Well, in this case, I gotta hunt down a mini-core. It's a smaller version of a manticore. Head of a gnome, tail of a scorpion, body of a really angry house cat. That sounds awful. An axe that has some good stopping power to it, and a broad head, better for blocking stray tail stings. Done it with a sword, but I still got the scars. Just make me something gnarly and scrappy. I think that about covers it. I'll be back soon. Gnarly and scrappy, huh? Nope, wrong bit of garbage. What if we use the dragon blood on this? Nah. Alright, let's get the ingot going. Axe. Want a broad head on it. Double-bladed. I think I could do a smart, better, like, tiny person voice. I'll have to try it in a second here. So slow. A mini-core sounds absolutely terrifying, though. Oh my god, why are you lagging on me? There we go. Wonderful. Now let's go and get rid of that. Okay, I think we need to make another scrappy bit of garbage. There we go. Axe. I probably want a long handle? Short handle? Let's give it a short handle. That's kind of funny. Wonderful. And we'll put some ominous gems and buttons on it. There we go. Put a little gem like right here. Yeah, that's tasteful. There we go. And right about here. Perfect. Okay, and for scrappiness, add like a fish hook on there. Those are fish hook's properties. Recycled, okay. And I'll kind of glue it to the gem there. That's kind of trashy. Okay. Wait now! Mel, don't stalk the customers. Meep. Cute critter, I guess. Ah, is that the axe? There we go. He looks very vicious, though. This thing is going to go through a mini-core like a hot knife through butter. Nice work, pal. That's an awful voice. Glad you like it. I hope it serves you well in your hunt. I mean, me too. I don't have any doubts that it will. Now I gotta get out of here. The academy and... Now, get to the academy and have this thing enchanted before sundown. Thanks for your business and good luck hunting. What happens at sundown? Look, I can't remember how I explained it. My wizard buddy said this kind of spell is best cast during the daylight because the stars are too fickle. But isn't the sun a star? Oh, okay, that makes sense. The star keepers do tend to be a bit fickle to match. Exactly, you get it. And now I get it too. And by it, I mean out of here. See you around. Wonderful. He was pretty satisfied with that commission. Hello there. Greetings, I am Karwathi Al-Said. A pleasure to meet you. The pleasure is all mine. What are you shopping for today? I understand that you are one of Windspell's fabled crafters who can take jewelry or arms with equal aplomb. I wish I could fit that description into my shop sign. Ah, wonderful. I'm glad I found my way here, to the right place. Your city is like one huge bazaar, almost as splendorous as my own. I don't think that's quite the right voice. Where are you from? Myself, I hail from Crahil, the Glass Spires. Crahil, the Glass Spires. Now, can't say I've heard of that one. Yes, I'm not surprised. Even if you flew over it, my friend, you would not notice it. For you see, Crahil is an invisible city, in the depths of the desert near Bronze Ridge, home of the Jinn, and we rarely leave it. Jinn are fire elementals, right? Very nearly. Our flesh is spun from fire and wind, and the desert sands. But I digress. I waste your precious time. I am here to commission the crafting of a necklace for my beloved. Oh, how sweet. I can certainly help you with that. Your beloved. What kind of style do they like? This will be a challenge, but many of the crafts of our native land accentuate flame. I would give him something that stands apart in his collection. Jinn craftsmanship specializes in metal and gem, you see. I would like to gift him something that is softer, less rigid, less hard-edged and heavy. Well, the opposite of metal would be something made from plant or animal base. I could use the highest quality versions of those. Yes, perfect. I think you understand. Something more organic. And importantly, something with a simple elegance to it. Now I will stop distracting you and make myself scarce, like wind on the dunes. I think his voice could probably be better, but it's okay. Okay, so we want to not go with the scavenge bit. We want a kind of softer design. This one, maybe? Yeah, it's kind of a softer flowing design. I just gotta figure out how to make it work properly. See if there's anything cool in the forest we can get. There's a flower, there's a mushroom, there's another mushroom. I think that's it. Back alley, do we have anything interesting? No. We didn't get anything interesting in the back alley on this run. Anything cool on the beach? There's a hook, but we don't need that. There's a shell. We might as well grab that. Mountains. I was hoping we'd find a feather. Ah, there is a feather. Excellent. Okay, cool. None of this quite fits right, though. We could use these wooden pieces, maybe. We do have this cool stick. We have some wooden parts left over from when we built the staff. Let's see, I think this would fit perfectly here. Yes. Do we have a matching swirl on the other side, or no? I don't think we do. Wouldn't that? No, it's opposite. Yeah, all these are the opposite direction that we need. Except for maybe this one. But it's, a little bit outside the lines here. But that's not terrible, I guess. God, this is awful. But I guess it could be worse. Don't have any spirally parts here, huh? No. Does that count as an animal part? See, animal, elegant, cute. Want something organic and elegant. So these are rather cute and elegant. Shells are actually pretty nice on this particular... Yeah, that's kind of cool there. I could see that working. I guess we just kind of... Alright, I guess that's probably what we're gonna do then. Okay. Alright, let's go here. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. And then We'll put this twisty curlicue here. And then this over it. Then again, that's kind of... no, that's kind of crap. Okay. Nah, I don't like that. I don't want to use stone ingredients. Well, this is even better shell. This is nice. Sure, I don't have any other wood pieces. Some huge ass antlers. This won't fit, right? No, it's the opposite way I need it. This maybe, no. Although, maybe I could get like something like this going. Maybe. Let's see. What about this one? If it was over here, that would fit better, but... no, could put it like right here and kind of fill that out, maybe? Worth a shot. Okay, let's put a bit of glue here. And while this will kind of be a little bit wonky, it will still fill in the shape, sorta. No, wait, I think I was going to put this like this, wasn't I? There we go. That sort of fits. Okay, and then we just kind of put this seashell in the middle. I guess I would probably fill it out, right? Perfect. Sort of. Kinda. Not really. Exactly. We could put another piece of wood out this way and kind of like fill out that shape some. It's a little weird. And again, maybe we don't have to bother with, like, you know, fixing it too much. I mean, that's pretty decent. Okay. Needs to be more elegant. What does this feather look like? This feather's very elegant. Put a big old flower on here. Completely obscure the shell and the whole point of the piece. Still isn't elegant enough. So maybe instead we take the flower off. Let's put some some more seashells. Put one here and one here. Yeah. Kind of give it a little bit of asymmetry. Why not? Why not? I think my phone is going off. 1 second, I'll check Discord. I'm waiting on somebody to get back to me. Nope. Okay. Okay. Where was I? That should add to the elegance. Needs to be more elegant. It's nature and cute. What about the feather? Is that elegant? Alright, we'll put this one at the bottom here. There we go. Oh, we gotta put it on a pendant now. Right. Or do we? Oh, I just need to buy a necklace cord. Do I have one? No, I don't think I have one. Alright, let's go to the tavern, buy a necklace cord. As a puddle boot gives you, might be a smile or a sneer from atop a table. Well, well, well. That was my... Hi, Lazo. Been on any good hunts lately? Any hunt you can walk away from with all your limbs is a good hunt. So yeah, you... Been working a lot, but I guess I can't complain about that. You could, but it'd make you look like the fool in this environment. Anything I can help you with? Heard of anything interesting going on in town lately? Yeah, actually, some poor blackguard sword just about fell apart in his hands, I hear. Been a lot of grumbling about it. Don't know the details, but I bet he got it from some shady spindleguard type. That's why you never catch any monster hunter worth their salt using anything less than a personally commissioned weapon from the Crafters Guild. Oh, that was me. Wow, that's a shame. Yeah, sure. Now, if you'll excuse me... Happy hunting, Laszlo. Okay. Bad day to be a crafter, my friend. I'd keep my head down. What's happened? Some poor bloke claims he commissioned a sword and it just about melted when he first drew it. Ever heard of that happening in a windspell? That's terrible. Do you think it'll reflect poorly on the rest of us? I hope not. Sounds like one bad experience, but it's the first in a very long time. I see. Anyway, I need to do some shopping. Sure, have a look. That's very close to the Laszlo voice. Okay. Well, we goofed that up. I'm beginning to think that What's-Her-Face does not have her best interest in mind. Ah, back so soon. And this is a necklace I spy in your hand? How wonderful. You've never met him, yet you've captured his essence in this jewelry. It actually does look pretty nice. That is always my goal, especially in commissions like this. I can tell you have a certain look to you. It's why I was drawn to your shop, I'm sure. I know I paid your commission, but I don't know how I could truly repay you for such work. Could I ask one more question about Jin? How come I don't see many of you around? We used to be more common. Now it is only the adventurous of us who travel. Too many ended up bound to lamps or rings or other awkward fates. Ah, but more than answers, I know what to give you in thanks. I give you this, a fragment of the smokeless flame. Very rare beyond the glass walls of Crehill. You may use it to imbue an item with mighty powers. I'm sure a crafter as skilled as yourself can find good, sensible use for such an oddity. Thank you so much. How very interesting. I can already think of a few applications for this. Now, I should return to the caravan before they start to worry. Good day to you, and thank you. Have a safe trip back to Crehill. Alright, got a cool fire thingy. Wonder what I'm going to use it on. Who do we got here? Yes, I do believe this establishment will do nicely. How ominous. Greetings to you both. Ah yes, hello. My name is Zex von Heliope, acolyte of the Harbingers of Unlight. And this is Shaksandi the Hope Ender. It's very oozy. Yes, my robe is perpetually damp now. But to business. I require a sacrificial dagger. To kill people with? What? Great Void, no, of course not. What kind of monster do you take me for? You can't blame me for being suspicious about someone who came in dropping words like Unlight and Hope Ender, right? It's for the little one, Shaksandi the Hope Ender has been teething and has chewed through half of the cutlery in my home. I just wanted a hardier dagger, one that could stand up to a great deal of regular abuse. I thought calling it a sacrificial blade would communicate that. I don't follow your logic, but I am relieved. Good, glad we're on the same page of the Forbidden Tome now. Look, let's just lower our voices so we don't upset Shaksandi. Right, yes, we don't want to upset the... what is it exactly? I already told you, it is the Hope Ender. Now, can you make my sacrificial dagger or not? We'll make sure it's eerie in appearance, so that it doesn't stand out too much among my belongings. I can make a dagger, and I can make it look creepy, but hopefully it won't be used for sacrifices. I feel like I could have done a better voice for him, but oh well. Alright, so let's make something very durable. What if we made it enchanted? Alright, gonna be a dagger. Blade. Gotta be spooky. Wicked? Cruel or barbed? Let's do... Wicked. Wonderful. Didn't seem to do anything though. Wonderful. Let's take a look at it. Ominous, affordable, smokeless flame. Okay, I'll put that there. Alright, now let's make the handle. And shabam. Dagger, hilt. Make it ominous as well. Runnels. Yeah, that seems sacrificially. Wonderful. Alright, let's put some gems on it. I'm sure the little guy will appreciate gems. I think one red and one black gem. What do you think? Let's do hexagon. Hexagon's a superior shape. I think it's one of the most structurally stable shapes in nature. Is that what am I remembering that right? Ominous. Rare. Mineral. Okay, and then one of the red ones. Do I have a red one still? Hope I have a red one still. No? Huh. Well, let's open a geode and hopefully get a red one. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Alright, let's sharpen this one up into a hexagon. Wonderful. Okay. And then we'll put the jewels on the pommel itself, I think. Like here and here. There we go. That kind of looks garbage. Maybe we put one gem. Maybe I should have turned it into something else, like a pointed triangle. Oh well, too late now. We'll put one here for sure. And we could put another one right here, maybe. And maybe we don't put a ruby on it. Still affordable, huh? I want to make it expensive. Let's grab another dark gem. We'll make it a pointed one. Wonderful. Okay. There we go. I'm going to put that right there, and that'll work perfectly. Wonderful. Motherfucker. It's a good thing I don't run out of glue. Okay. Let's try that again. Good enough. Still says affordable, but whatever. Wouldn't want the Hoopbender to develop a taste for wings, after all. I take it that's my blade. May I inspect it more closely? Ooh. Goodness, the quality! I didn't expect that. Wait, how should his voice be? Because he's like celestial now. Goodness, the quality! I did explain this would spend much of its time in Shaxandi's mouth, yes? I thought Shaxandi might like it if it was of the highest quality. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, so much so that the Hoopbender sometimes extrudes these motes of darkness. I know not what to do with them, but they thrum with an otherworldly power, perhaps of use in your crafting. Here. What do you mean by Actually, never mind. Thank you, I think. Consider it a blessing of the void. I'll consider it something. All right. Thank you for your business. Did you mind seeing your charge long before it's due? Before you leave, can I ask a question? Certainly. How in the Spellwinds did you end up carting around a tiny eldritch monster like this? Ah, well, a long story, to be sure. But I dearly wanted to impress the elder members of the Harbingers, so I kind of stole into the Academy's libraries and made off with a forbidden tome, which I used to create an alignment of dark dimensions. It's just that I did it several decades too early to match the prophecies, and so now I find myself in the care of little Shaxandi until it comes of the right age to, end all hope? Exactly. Oh, sweet Unlight, I think Shaxandi's drool is corroding your floor. I should see myself out. Farewell, see you when the stars rot in foul alignment. Same back at you, I guess. Wonderful. Alright, let's go to the tavern. Let's see if there's anything interesting. Zex's squamous charge stares happily around the tavern while the cultist waves at you. Ah, hello again. Ah, who's a cute little eldritch monstrosity? It's you? It's you? Please don't. Shaxandi drools when excited, and I can't afford to replace the tavern flooring right now. I trust you've been well. I've been busy. It's nice to settle down here and relax a little. Yes, I can well imagine. I too enjoy my brief respites from the Cathedral of Unlight. More of a sewer junction than a traditional cathedral, really. But I digress. My apologies. I find myself babbling more and more these days. Perhaps it is encroaching madness heralded by the Hoop-Ender's presence. I think that's just being a new parent and getting to talk to another adult for the first time in ages. Yes, I suppose you're right, but I can still aspire. Oh, and I must thank you again for your work on the blade. I don't know what you did to it, but that dagger has barely begun to show the slightest signs of degradation. I love an interesting commission. You have my appreciation anyway, and more importantly, I think you would have Shaxandi's. Now, is there anything I can assist you with? Do you and the Hoopender have any further plans today? Oh, I think we'll stroll until the tiny one gets sleepy. Then, when the nightmares have begun to manifest, leaking through the wall and roof, then we'll probably head home for a nap. Or the Hope Ender will take a nap, and I will perform my nightly ominous chanting in the forgotten tongues of the old wild. How can you chant them if they're forgotten? Well, Oh, blast it. That drool is leaking out, is it? It is. And sleep drool, extra acidic. I should go before the nightmares and living hallucinations begin to manifest. That won't do in such a crowded place. Farewell, unlight cast its inverted eye on your path. I like him. He's my favorite so far. Okay. I think that's all. Alright, let's see here. Workshop end day. How many days do we have left? One more day. Okay, last day then. So we are almost done. Hello there. How can I help you today? I am Eliana. Pleased to meet you. Eliana the Hammer. What an interesting name. Title? The two are one. Let's get straight to it. I am a caravan guard. I protect the wagons coming from Bronze Ridge. Ah, and you strike like a hammer, I see. Swift and sure. During my last journey, my war hammer developed a crack. I will not risk swinging it again. Would you like me to try my hand at repairing it for you? No point. It is shoddy craftsmanship. Cheap, but do not last long. This is Spindle Guard made. It is my third hammer. They break in less than a year. I was told that Windspell goods oh goodness, I'm tired. Were more expensive, but lasted a lifetime. I guess that depends on how old you get, but yes, generally. I suppose that's fair. The new hammer should be weighty and intimidating to behold. I would rather scare off bandits than hurt them. Make it visible from a great distance, so they are well warned. Either shiny or colorful makes no difference to me. Okay. Visible and scary. Be back soon. Alright, let's see. We're gonna make it out of steel. Hammer, head, skull cracker. Very intimidating. Wonderful. Now to sharpen the hammer, because that makes sense. I guess we're polishing it more than sharpening. Wonderful. That's one sharp hammer. Beautiful. And let's see, I think we're gonna grab some blue gems for this one, because those are elegant, I think. Get a square jewel for this one. Put that here. Yeah, that looks good. Just the one ought to accent it enough. Less is more. Oh, wrong one. There we go. And right there. Perfect. Okay, now we'll make the haft out of an ornate block. And we'll make it intimidating as well, and that ought to do it. Long handle? Medium handle? Probably medium handle. Ominous. Vicious or brutal? Let's do brutal. Wonderful. Alright, let's see. Elegant and ominous. Uh-oh. Hello? Oh, hello again. Sorry, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long. I went looking for coffee. I feel much more awake now. Oh, is that my hammer already? You work at a rapid pace. Wonderful. He likes it. Wow, this is perfect. I bet I could split a boulder with this thing. Well, I can't guarantee it'll last against big rocks, but thank you. Don't worry, I'll reserve it for the few raiders foolish enough to get close. I wouldn't envy them. I mean, I prefer not to fight, but it's long stretches of road out there, far from any night watch or day watch. In any case, I should return to my caravan and make sure no one has gotten up to any mischief. Half of them have never been outside of Bronze Ridge Desert before, you know. I'm sure even a talent like Windspell feels a little overwhelming. If any of them need anything crafted, please send them my way. Thanks for your business, and I hope you have a nice quiet stay in Windspell. Me too. I intend to avail myself of more coffee. Wonderful. She kind of screwed us over because that owlman was not, in fact, from Spindlegard. Hello? Oh, you're back. Surely you've caught on that I always come back. I've come with, well, good and bad news, I suppose. My long stay here in beautiful Windspell is coming to a close. I'm finally returning to Spindlegard. One last commission on your way out? You've read my mind, as always. I thought it all too appropriate to get one more craft made for the road. Start and end my trip here in your shop. Brrr, brrr. Don't worry, Meow. I don't think she'll try and sneak into the workspace this time. That's absolutely right. Now, I hope this won't seem too forward of me, but I want your hammer. Well, not your hammer, but a hammer like your hammer. I don't think you'd get any use out of a crafting hammer. Not to make anything with. Rusted gears. I'd never swing the thing. It's something to remember this trip by. I don't know if it's appropriate for me to make a copy of a guild-issued hammer for someone outside of the guild. What if you made one that wasn't a copy, but in the same style, but to my tastes? Yes, I think that would be fine. It doesn't need to be exact replica, but something simple and functional. Not decorative, like I'm bringing the spirit of Windspell's crafting guild back home with me. But if someone unscrupulous got their hands on it, they could make further copies, or use it. Don't worry, I guard it with my life. Didn't I tell you I'm a deft hand with a sword, right? I did tell you I'm a deft hand with a sword, right? I have to put my foot down on this one. I'll make your hammer, but not a crafting hammer. Oh, well, I won't and can't force you, of course. I'd hoped there was a little more trust between us by now, but I understand. You did already break guild laws once for me. I can't push you to do it again. I'd be happy with any parting gift from you, even a more simple hammer. Thank you for understanding. It'll still be a nice hammer. What happens if I go to the tavern while this conundrum is happening? Hey, I've got a silly question for you. Sure, what's up? What do you think of Spindleguard goods? I keep seeing more and more of them in the market here. I wouldn't. They're cheap and they fall apart fast. Yeah, I guess you're right, though. That one fellow's sword falling to pieces, I guess there's no guarantee with expensive crafted goods either. I fucked up. Anyway, thanks. Just wanted to ask a local crafter I trust. Need to do any shopping? I'm all set, thanks. Be seeing you. Ooh. We goofed up by betraying guild law there. We thought she was into us. Alright. Well, steel hammer. Actually, what if I use the Mode of Darkness here? There we go. Let's make it a really cool hammer. Hammer. Head. Heavy heart. Yeah, let's make it a cute hammer. We'll make it a very cute hammer. I haven't gotten to make any cute items. Wonderful. Now let's sharpen this hammer. It'll be the sharpest hammer you ever did see. Beautiful. Damn, that's sharp. Okay. Cute. That's the Mote of Darkness. Okay. And we'll do an ornate handle. Huh. You can leave it open. That's interesting. Hammer. Give it a long handle. We'll give it a elegant. Could do cute as well. Toe beans, that's super cute. Okay, we'll do that. Knockout, it's probably better for this. Ooh, this is tough. Okay. Neat. This thing looks awful. Just terrible. We'll put a cute butterfly on it. Right here. She's going to be so embarrassed to even own this hammer. Or maybe not. Let's see. And we'll get one of these. Square gem. Apparently it's a cute gem and elegant. Okay. Well, if you say so. Alright, we'll just glue this. We'll just glue it here. Why not? And maybe we'll put a blue one on there just for the heck of it. There we go. Wonderful. Hello again. I take it that's the hammer? Did not match the request at all. Fine work, again. You sound a little subdued. It's nothing, don't worry about it. Look, it's been a pleasure working with you, truly. I just need to be on my way now. I have a lot of things to do before I return to Spindleguard. I understand, but you'd let me know if there was something wrong, right? Yes, of course, there's nothing wrong. You made me a nice hammer, even if I would have preferred something a little more authentic. Well, at least you have an authentic hammer to remember Windspell by, right? On top of everything else? Yes, I suppose so. I'll remember Windspell quite fondly, and hopefully I'll be back someday. Okay, but please feel free to stop back by before you leave. Perhaps. We'll see. Farewell, and good crafting to you. And we still made some money off that. Who's this guy? Greetings. Hail once more, my good friend. I know that voice. Indeed, it is I, Ulgron the Bold, returned to you once more. I can see by your expression you are no doubt stunned by my new armor. Is that the right voice for this guy? I don't think it is. No doubt stunned by my new armor. Yes, absolutely. Why, thank you. I take it your adventure went well. I'm glad you asked. It was masterfully done, if I do say so myself. I plunged that sword right into the heart of the Barrow King. I'm actually not certain that it had a heart, but the general vicinity of where one would be. Now, as you can see, I had left with a fresh new suit of ancient armor from the monster's coffers. Sounds like quite an adventure. Indeed it was, with one especially tragic facet to the ending. That magnificent blade you made for me, it was shattered in the final assault. I come to you now in need of a new blade, an even greater one, the greatest you could ever produce. It feels like there's a little more to this than just a third sword commission. Ah, yes, I suppose context would help, wouldn't it? Ah, yes, I suppose I can't get his voice back. Behind the barrow, the king's rotten throne where you discovered a hole, where the walls met the ground, a hole that opened into a space that should not be. We saw otherworldly landscapes in a great purple-tinged void, things slithering, enormous shadows looming over a twisted landscape. We dared not push on, but we marked the spot and sealed it as best we could, for now. We had to rally more adventurers and march. No, that's not right. We had to rally more adventurers and march. And I will lead this raid. I need a sword that is both freaky and frilly, in my hand to do so. Are you sure you want to enter the Twisted Nightmare Void? That sounds like a bad life decision to me. Of course I want to enter. This is perfect for me. The ideal next stage of my adventuring career. Imagine what remarkable goods await in that strange pocket world. And it's practically a public service, cleaning the place out before it leaks into the barrows and beyond. I'm not getting his voice right at all. Right. Let me have a rummage around. I might have something special I can add to this sword. And I shall make myself comfortable here while you do, as our usual arrangement. He's very shiny. Okay, so we're going to make something fancy with dragon blood. Wonderful. Alright, Freaky Blade. Let's do Fierce again, or Ruthless. Fierce works really well with his design. plus with the dragon stuff in it. Yeah. Wonderful. Ooh, it's got a crazy blood effect on it. Nope. Don't do too much. We don't want to ruin it. There we go. Perfect. Wonderful. And let's see, we're going to add some blue gems to it, I think. Do I have any more blue gems? Ooh, I don't. Drat. Drats and Darnation. I guess I could probably open up another of these things here. Nope, wrong hammer. Garbage. Trash. Bullshit. Is anybody at the tavern? No? Okay. Alright, let's open the last geode here. There we go. We'll do a hexagon gem. Those are always good. Those are always pretty good. I'll put that right here. Wonderful. Does that look crooked? It does look crooked, doesn't it? I think that's straight now. Let's try that again. That's gonna bug me. That looks okay, I think, maybe? Maybe, almost. I guess that's probably as good as we're gonna get. That looks weird, but it should be fine. Okay. Ominous and elegant. Alright, now we're gonna do an ornate handle, but still in the freaky style. I wonder what happens if you just do like the opposite of what everybody wants. You probably run out of money, but like, it would also be very funny, I think. Grim. Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. Ominous and elegant, in equal measure, made with dragon blood. Is that a sword I see before me? By all the spell winds! This is incredible! I can feel the strength surging through my muscles just holding it. You're obviously the finest crafter in Windspell to have harnessed energy such as this. You'd be surprised what people will give you when you exceed their expectations. I can only imagine. Whatever awaits in that other realm, it doesn't stand a chance. Now then, I have to I have a raid of adventurers to rally and lead before that seal we left behind grows weak. Good day to you, until we meet again. Have fun storming the Dark Dimension. Okay. Our greatest work yet, for 25 gold coins and the blood of dragons. I feel we may have made a mistake. Oh, hello. I thought you would have left for Spindlegard by now. Yes, well, look, you've been a good crafter and you helped me out to the best of your abilities. I do appreciate that, so I thought I'd come and let you know something out of good sportsmanship. Oh, have we been in competition and I didn't realize? I'm afraid so. You see, I was telling the truth about coming from Spindlegard, but I left out my role. I'm in, well, let's call it research. I work for the board, the highest unit of government in Spindlegard. I'm in charge of researching and gauging foreign markets, seeing where we might expand. I was getting suspicious, especially with the last few times you came in. Yes, well, professional as I am, desperation makes anyone sloppy. I studied the Crafters Guild and I know your laws, and more importantly, your belief in putting your all into each commission. The necklace, well, I was certain anyone could fix that, but it was more to gauge your personality. I liked what I found. Then came the real test, the sword. I must say it was so high quality that I was a bit worried we'd never be able to match it. From there, I thought I would diversify, try some armor. You didn't disappoint there either. It was obvious that even failures and lower efforts were better than much of what we could produce. That's when I had a brilliant idea. The sabotage. You wanted to undermine faith in local crafted goods. Almost as sharp as me. Yes, that was a rare opportunity. That blowhard had such a reputation that even I had heard of him before he went steaming into your shop. Imagine my delight when I got there ahead of him to warn you. Sorry to brag at your expense, but please allow me this one instance. It's so rare that things line up so perfectly. When I heard about that fool's sword falling apart not long after he drew it, I am truly sorry to have dragged your name through the mud, though. I wish I could have avoided it. The quick rest trick is just a nice bonus to have. People don't need to think our goods are superior to local goods, you see, just cheaper than them. And I'm afraid Windspell isn't just the right condition for people to be seeking cheap goods, regardless of the quality. I won't lie, Saskia. This stings. I thought we were friends. I'm sorry for that. I really am. I don't enjoy hurting anyone, you know, especially not someone who's been helping me so much. If it helps, refusing to provide me with a proper crafter's hammer really put me behind. And now deals are being made even as we speak, and Spindlegard is moving into these markets. I wanted to stop by as a friend even and warn you. Warn me that there's new competition? Don't worry, I'm already competing with other crafters. I'm used to it. Nothing like this, but I appreciate the can-do attitude. I'm certain you'll find a way to rise to the top, clever crafter like you. You won't get away with this, you know. I have well-positioned friends. Friends in the second family who have been warned about letting Spindlegard goods flood the market. Interesting. You do have a higher reach than I anticipated. I'll be honest with you, Crafter. I rather hope you're right. Spindlegard has been dominating so effortlessly that I rather fear we've lost our edge. Our hunger, you could say. We can rise... Well, get ready. We can rise to meet any challenge. Perhaps you will. What would your crafters say? Nothing like a little friction to make a sharp edge. Now, I do need to go. I've risked my passage by stopping by this last time, but perhaps we'll see each other again someday. Only time will tell. Thank you for the good conversation, if any of it was true. The important parts were. Farewell, Crafter. I shouldn't, but I still feel compelled. Safe travels. And that's it. I believe that's the entire game. Alas. we did give in to temptation. We helped her out that one time by sabotaging her own work. But I think that's the final day, right? Yep, there we go. Ooh, I involved myself. I didn't start a romantic relationship with anybody, damn. And so ends your trial by fire, the period in which every fledgling crafter is expected to show their capacity to adapt and survive. It's certainly been an interesting few weeks in Windspell. Not at all what you expected when the Crafters Guild handed you the keys to your shop. You thought that your trials would be all about crafting commissions in a timely manner, making rent, and keeping Meow fed. You certainly didn't see yourself getting caught up in Spindlegaudian subterfuge. Saskia certainly pulled one over on you. Quinn's complaints haven't single-handedly destroyed public confidence in crafted goods, but people are a little more open to at least trying the Spindlegard goods that have begun to show up in the market. Your slightly rebuilding trust with Baron Tack has put you and Windspell in a slightly better position when it comes to fending off this market surge. Those loans that the Baron arranged to have done wonders for alleviating that the Baron arranged to have done wonders for alleviating financial burdens across Windspell, and given a little more money back in their pocket, its citizens are more than happy to spend it on handcrafted goods. You know it's not up to one crafter to solve all the world's problems, but at least you feel like you've helped more than you've hindered things in Windspell. Most everyone has seemed happy with your crafting quality since you opened up shop, and even if you haven't gone totally above and beyond, you've maintained the reputation of handcrafted goods. Okay, we did pretty good. You've made some friends. You haven't lost your shop, and you've kept Meow fed. That's a good enough start, as far as you're concerned. Which means you've been quite a busy crafter, even outside the actual art of crafting things. You can only hope that continues. Word of mouth should spread. You've already heard about some of your customers' forays out into the world as you give yourself a much-needed bit of rest. You've had word that Naka and Mura's caravan arrived safely, and that Naka's talisman worked perfectly. They weren't harried or harmed by any ghosts. Ulgrin's star seems quite ascendant, his sword carved through the most horrible monsters his party encountered, and he's become a minor celebrity at the Adventurers Guild. Just a minor celebrity, okay. Benny has been singing your praises up and down the docks, making it very clear that you're the one to turn to for nautical equipment. Tales of a dangerous suit of armor have filtered out from the barrows of late, one bearing a particularly frightening and dangerous gauntlet. Zex has certainly been talking you up, judging by the number of compliments you've gotten from shadowy figures. No new commissions, though, sadly. Glanwith and Marjolaine have returned to their adventuring ways, and promised to send a steady stream of customers your way, especially the fun ones. Thraxon has been making good use of his new cane, and is rapidly becoming the go-to healer in Windspell, making sure to tell every person he heals that it's thanks to you. Lady Marina has apparently become quite a fashion icon with her new shades. Unfortunately, she also refuses to divulge where she purchased them. A flurry of orders from Spindlegard have arrived this morning, demanding the trashiest tiaras you can glue together. Frau Emmeline must speak of you fondly. Manaki waved you down outside the tavern to say that your collars had generated some interest already in the trio of strays, which warmed your heart to hear. Sua's standing within her family seems to have risen sharply and highly, thanks to her work in the community, and hopefully her newfound fashion. Eric appears to have made it safely through the mountains, and has already sent you a note via messenger pigeon rat that the stamp worked marvelously and saved his hands. So many lives impacted in so many ways over such a short period of time. It's daunting to think about, almost as daunting as when you set about crafting your first nail for your apprenticeship. You're not sure if the hard part is out of the way, or if it's just beginning. Some of those last commissions left you wondering if there will ever be a ceiling to your skills. Windspell is a big town, and there's a bigger world out there, beyond the doors of your shop, full of friendships and dangers and enchantment, both literally and metaphorically. And... well? Yes, and snacks too. But those things can wait. For now, you've survived the most crucial period in any new shop's life, and you can take a well-deserved rest. After all, if these past days have taught you anything, it's that you'd better be ready for the next challenge. Oop, roll credits. And there we go. Awesome game. I really enjoyed it. Oh no, credits going very fast. Anyway. Alright, and that's that. That's CraftCraft. Finished in little less than 2 hours. So, yep, 3 2-hour installments. Not bad, not bad. So, I'll post this up soon. I mean, if you're watching this, then I've already posted it up, but you know what I mean. Anyway, hope you had fun. Definitely try out CraftCraft. It's really amazing. I really like this game. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.